Shalom, back with part 3. All right, dissecting the whore. All right, so let's pick it up here, verse 9. And here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains. Mountains represent nations, governments. You understand? On which the woman sitteth. Okay? Right? So, didn't we, when we started out, right? Let's go over here, right? And it told you that the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. How many military bases does America have? She has over, 800 military bases globally, right? Embassies as well, right? You understand, people? Get that? All right. So let's get back here, all right? So again, here is the mind which have wisdom, the 7 heads, the 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. So you understand, right? It was the same thing with the Roman Empire, right? Their military was spread thin, okay? That's also a key in showing you how, the ending came for them. Well, it's the same thing here in America, because again, America is simply the last leg and extension of that revived Roman Empire, okay? And the power structure is known as the dragon, which is America, NATO, and the EU, okay? So that's what makes up the revival of the Roman Empire. All right. So verse 10, and there are 7 kings, short for kingdoms, and 5 are fallen. What are the 5? Germania Major, Germania Minor, right? The French, the Spanish, the Greeks. Those are your 5 fallen kingdoms, okay? Now, what else does it say here? Because this is the parable. So there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen. I've given you the 5, Germania Major, Germania Minor, right? The French, the Spanish, and the Greeks, right? Those are your 5 fallen. The one that is, which is during the time that John the Revelator wrote the book of Revelations, right, when the angel came onto him, which you can read in Revelations 19 and 10, all right? The one that is the Roman Empire. John the Revelator was in his 90s. He was sent to the island of Patmos, right, the salt mines, okay? So now you know 6 of them. I gave you the 5. I gave you number 6, which is the Roman Empire, right? The one that is the Roman Empire. The other is not yet come, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. That would be Britannia, Great Britain, the British Empire, people. Okay? So there's your 7. You understand? All right? Matter of fact, let's make it easier for you. Give me a minute. Here is a picture of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, right? Which again is representing NATO, right? And the EU, along with America as being, the dragon, the power structure of the Edomite beast system. But now let's give you, right, the history that we read, all right? See Germania Major there, right? You see Germania Minor there? You see the French, the Spanish, right? And you see the Greeks. There's your 5 fallen kingdoms, right? The one that is are the Romans. You see Romans right there. Okay? So that's your 6. Right? And here's number 7. The British Empire. Okay? You see that? So those are the 7 previous kingdoms. Right? Now who's sitting on the beast? Yeah, America. The whore. See that? You understand? See, the 7 heads equal the 7 governments, right? Or kingdoms ruled by Esau. You see that? Do you people understand? Now, during the Roman Empire, they had what was known as vassal states, which were known as the Franks, the Burgundian, the Suevi, the Vandals, the Visigoths, Saxons, Ostrogoths, Lombards, the Herculi, the Huns, so on and so forth. Those were your vassal states. Those were the 10 horns back then. Today, that's the EU nations. Okay? That's what that is. And, of course, some of them are in NATO. Those that, are, financially stable and have, the military arms. All right? All right, let's get back. Give me a minute. All right. So that stuff is easy enough for you people, all right? So anyway, let's continue here. All right. So again, there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, 1 is, the other is not yet come, and when he come, he must continue short space. So you have that. All right. It's been given to you. Right? Clarity has been given to you. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition. So in other words, there would be an 8th head that comes out of the 7th. All right? Give me a minute. Now, this is Daniel chapter 7, and this will give you a breakdown of, the previous kingdoms, okay? The lion will represent, ancient Babylon, the Neo-Babylonian Empire, all right? The bear would represent Medo-Persia. The leopard would represent the Greeks, again, Edomites, all right, first coming into power. And, of course, the 4th and final beast would be that of the Roman Empire, again, the Edomites, all right? So, and again, you're living in the revival of that, the last leg and extension, right? America is the 8th, right? The 8th that comes out of the 7th. You understand, people? How was America started? 13 British colonies. Now, here, to show you, all right, very quickly here, all right, and when you're reading about the beast that you start on the top, you come to find out, and I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them, right, after these kingdoms, another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, right? America, right, took up what? They had their war, the Spanish-American War. They had their war with the French, and they had their war with the British. You understand? Those are the first horns plucked up by the roots, right? The 3 of the first horns were plucked up by the roots. Okay? You understand that, people? So that's America, Babylon the Great. The little horn that you read in Daniel here. Give me a minute. All right, so we'll end this here. We'll be right back with part 4 to close out. Shalom.